Good morning, survivors, and happy Friday! Yay for Friday. I've got a little cold today. I'm trying to get over it. It has been a crazy, crazy day. So I'm going to pour some coffee. We're going to get started. I'm lying. It hasn't been a crazy day. It's just been a crazy morning because I don't feel that great. And it makes me feel kind of crappy. But it's a freaking beautiful day outside. So I'm excited about that. And hey, it's Friday. So let's get started.
My name is Angie Atkinson, and this channel is all about teaching you what I know to be true. You really can create the life you want.
All right, let's got the coffee. Let's head back to the office, shall we? Get this day started right. All right, here we do. So today I'm going to share with you comments from a bunch of different viewers who left comments on my videos that were amazing. And I think I'm going to do another one later today on the same thing because I have so many great comments. I have some really smart people in my group. I'm so glad you guys are here. This week we're going to call it Friday Feedback because later today I'll be sharing more videos with you, at least one more video with you, about something that I think is going to be really helpful for you. And it's some information I got back from viewers and friends who watched the video about court and want to help other people who are in that situation. I've got lots of great information for you guys on that as well, so stay tuned for that one later today. So first, we have a gray rock tip from Aiden Buford, who says, people who ask many questions are trying to control the conversation or situation. Ask questions back. Why do you need to know this? What do you seek to gain by asking me this? Give a nonsensical, aloof answer. What an interesting question, and what are you doing? And he says, reply things and stuff. Great tip, Aiden. Thank you. I'm sharing it with the community. Lou 2022 says that, she can't believe how many narcs there are because she feels completely surrounded by them. She says, I have one friend who's not a narcissist who's healthy. One people. She says, also, not looking in the eye thing is not really a good sign that someone's lying. I've always had nervousness socially, and there's never a reason for it, except I heard that one can suffer from nervousness due to having a mother who had thyroid issues. But yeah, I've always had a hard time looking people in the eye because I'm really intimidated too. And here's another point on that. Ziggy Lou, that's an excellent point because sometimes people don't look you in the eye for that very reason. And the other point on that, Ziggy, is that, if you have been abused by a narcissist, you might be accustomed to not looking them in the eyes because it scares you, because they feel kind of like a dog who's mad or threatened in that case. They feel overwhelmed sometimes if you look them in the eye when you're angry or frustrated with them. So I feel you, girl. Okay, so Laura Lee says, hi, Angie. I get why my narcissist behaves the way he does. She says, it is to control me financially as well. She says, to make me totally dependent on him so that I could never leave. I asked him, why does he love me? The answer was all about what I did for him. I feel used. I blew my entire retirement with him. Now he treats me lower than dirt with an occasional crumb of niceness. Wow. You guys, I think this is the case more often than we'd like to admit. Laura, I'm sorry that you're going through that. You don't deserve it. You deserve to be happy and loved, especially at this point. And I hope that you consider the possibility of maybe starting your own business or looking for another way out. I know that there are ways out. In the meantime, the best thing you can do to deal with him is to try to avoid showing him too much emotion that would, any negative emotion at all. And anytime you do show positive emotion, make sure it's in a way that he can understand so he doesn't get confused and start attacking. I don't know, that's not very helpful, but I know that's a difficult situation to be in, Laura. I'm so sorry. Sue Contreras, I hope I said that right. Probably didn't. I'm bad at names. But Sue Contreras says, hello, repeatedly I gave this narcissist 4 or 5 opportunities to remedy her inability to stop crossing clearly delineated boundaries. I finally had to cut her off abruptly after receiving an email where she asked me to trust her completely and not wait for the proof. I believe she will always be there for me. It was a huge red flag and a warning sign. Goodbye. I'm done with that. I'm educating myself so it doesn't happen again. I truly appreciate your videos. Thank you. Well, thank you, Sue. And what I responded back to Sue was that, my own narcissist expected me to blindly trust him. Same thing happened with my narcissistic family member. If I questioned anything, I was in trouble. Blind trust was the only way. And of course, it's really difficult to blind trust someone who has proven again and again that you shouldn't trust them. Right? Just a thought. Then I got this piece of advice in my comments from Rebecca Horst, who said, it's really great. I want to share it with you guys, okay? It's a little long, but it's worth it. Listen, she says, my personal professional advice as an actor with CPTSD NAS is to show up at a local nonprofit theater, preferably for an ensemble group. She says, if anything, just to participate in acting warm-up exercises. And she says the purpose, she says participating in the theater is usually free. And she says the exercises are some of the same used in dialectical and other behavior therapies. She says the whole purpose of the exercises is to calm the fight or flight, urge. She says the whole purpose of these exercises is to calm the fight or flight urge. It is to tune the instrument, aka the body. And she says it is to connect your body and your mind and breath all as one, and it requires that you fully commit to tongue twisters, breath support, stretching, and mindfulness. You must combine all three. And she says relaxation exercises are great, but you want to be fully mindful of your surroundings, your body, and your breathing. Not just breathing, but controlled breath. And she says from the diaphragm, the diaphragm down here, down there, like right below your breasts or your chest, and right above your stomach. I'm talking about, okay, blah, blah, blah. Sorry. Okay. So she says mindfulness can be a small imaginary expelling, a small imagery of expelling the dark and your breathing, not just breathing, but controlled breath from the diaphragm. Okay. Mindfulness can be small imagery of expelling the dark for the light to a full-blown Alexander technique as a cool-down after stretching and vocalizing on a supported breath. She said, only there is one hitch. Theater attracts narcissists, and not because they're good actors. Narcissists suck at acting and as a performance art. She says, let me say that again. Narcissists are terrible actors. I believe that's true, because you have to have empathy, in my opinion, and intelligence to be a good actor. Not that narcissists aren't intelligent, but empathy, not so much. Okay. She says, let me say that again. Narcissists are terrible actors. She says narcissists are attracted to real actors for supply. Makes sense. And she says it can make a person with CPTSD vulnerable. Narcissists in an ensemble tend to avoid actual warm-ups and use uncomfortable improv games instead of bringing a performer's instrument to zero blank slate. She says, P.S. Did I mention that narcissists are terrible actors? They can fake in real life, but when they get on a stage, they are exposed. That's very interesting. She says, acting requires managing a deliberate juggling of mask objectives and core objectives, which means the artist's true personality is raw and exposed, like a dry paintbrush. Interesting. She says, narcissists give a shallow, one-layer, smug performance and are totally dependent on spectacle, base behavior that they cannot tap the emotion that gives the audience their catharsis. She says you will find them doing comedy routines and using shock factor sex jokes and fart jokes that tap, because they are unable to trigger a catharsis in their audience, they can't provide supply, they don't understand the emotion. That is some deep stuff, you guys. Rebecca, you're awesome, you're intelligent, and I appreciate you. Thank you. And thanks to all of you. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for this morning. I'm going to get Sophie to school, got to get a shower, do all the things I have to do before I start work today. So I'll see you guys soon. Have a wonderful day. I will be here later today for another video, as always. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. My video later today will be focused on some techniques that will help you to cope with the crap you're going through right now. And a lot of them are going to come right out of my comments. I've got some really smart people in this community, including you, I'm sure. I'll see you guys soon. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, as always. One last thing, as always, thanks for letting me be a part of your day and a part of your life. And hey, thanks for being a part of mine. It really does mean a lot to me. See you soon.
It's my mission to teach others what I know to be true. You really can create the life you want. Take care of your body. Take care of your soul. Nurture the real you and introduce him or her to the world. Be comfortable in your own skin and in your place in this world. Take your spot. Take it now. And the universe will take its cue from you. You feel me? If so, subscribe to my channel. Let's get it done together.